Now that your tomatoes are in the ground, let's gently turn to keeping them upright and productive, because a sprawling tomato plant is a troubled tomato plant. Tomatoes left on the ground are vulnerable to rot, pests, and disease splashing up from the soil. So we give them support, and you've got a few good options. Cages are the easiest. You set them over the young plant and let it grow up through the rings. Stakes work too. You tie the main stem to a tall stake as it grows. And trellises or strings are wonderful for those tall, indeterminate vines. Whatever you choose, get it in place early while the plant is small, so you're not wrestling a giant later. Pruning is where determinate and indeterminate matter again. On indeterminate vines, you'll notice little shoots growing in the crook where a branch meets the main stem. These are called suckers. Pinching out some of those suckers keeps the plant focused on fruit and airflow rather than endless leaves. You don't have to remove them all, but thinning them helps. For determinate varieties, go easy and barely prune at all, because they set their fruit on those branches, and heavy pruning costs you tomatoes. One habit worth building is to pinch off any leaves touching the soil and keep the bottom several inches of stem clear as the plant grows. That simple move prevents a lot of the soil-borne disease we'll talk about shortly. Stay on top of this through early summer. Just a quick check every few days, and your plants will reward you by climbing strong and channeling their energy where you want it. With the structure handled, the next piece is the daily rhythm that actually fills those vines with fruit, water, and food. Let's ease into that.